What's going on, guys? College Hustler Adam here, and welcome to my first video. Today we're going to be talking about, is eBay worth it in 2019? And mainly because I've seen a lot of people have different opinions on it, so I want to give my little 2 cents on it. And basically you guys have to determine for yourself whether it's worth it for you, because it varies from person to person and everyone has their own experiences. But let's get into this. So the other day I was on a Facebook group. I'm part of this Facebook sourcing group, and someone had a post and it had like 300 replies. I'm like, okay, what is all this about? Okay, let me see what they're talking about. And basically, it was a guy that said he had been doing eBay for 10 years, and he was just tired of the fees. He said it wasn't worth it, this and that. And there were a bunch of people agreeing with him. There were a bunch of people disagreeing with him. A lot of like new sellers were like, oh, what do you mean? Like, it's worth it for me, blah, blah, and all this. And I've also seen this a lot on the YouTube comment section for like the past months or two. So for those of you that don't know, obviously because this is my first video on this channel, this is not my first YouTube video ever, but I started doing eBay 3 months ago. This is my 4th month. I started in the beginning of October, and the holiday season was pretty good for me. Now it's slowed down a little bit, but for me, eBay has been worth it for the little time I have been doing it. Now, if you guys, I know there's probably going to be some people that have been selling for less time than me, or a lot more time, like 10, 15, 20 years even. So if you guys want to give me your experiences on whether eBay is worth it or not, that would help me a lot, and anyone else who is looking to start. But for the new people that are trying to see if eBay is worth it, well, it depends on a couple things. One, there are fees that are associated with selling on eBay, just like there would be a selling on Amazon FBA or Mercari, or Poshmark's another one for like clothes. But yeah, sometimes the eBay fees can seem ridiculous, but again, it just depends on, your profit margins, of what exactly you're selling, what you're looking to get out of eBay. So let's start off with the fees. So I actually looked this up. I'll probably provide a screenshot if I can find the article again. While I was researching to do this video, 10% is the general fee that everyone says, and that eBay says on their website, that they take from an item when you sell it, the final sale price. So eBay takes 10%. It's called a final value fee, and also a final value fee on shipping. So whether you sell something $10 plus $3 shipping or $13 free shipping, you're going to be, that 10% is going to come from the total sale price, which on eBay includes the shipping. So whether it's free or not, you're still going to get that 10% off the full price. Then when the transaction goes over to PayPal, when you receive the money, you get a 2.9% transaction fee plus 30 cents. So let's just round that off for let's round that off to 3% is what I meant to say. So in total, you've got 13% plus 30 cents in fees, and there are some other little fees like promoted listings. I don't think you get that as a new seller yet, and there are some discounts if you're a top-rated seller. I'm a top-rated seller. I think there's an even higher tier where you top-rated seller plus, if you ship stuff after within a day. My handling time is like 2 to 3 business days, just because I'm in college still. But I'm not too sure about that. But that's not what this is about. So all you need to worry about if you're trying to start eBay is that 13% and the 30 cents for each item that you sell. So what I do personally, I have an Excel spreadsheet, and I have all the items I bought and the date I bought them, and I have the sale price, the purchase price, and then I subtract those two numbers and I get the profit. But for me, to make it simpler, so on eBay, when it shows like how much you sold for the month, for those of you that don't know, it shows the overall like totally gross sale price, including shipping. Now keep in mind, you have to pay for the shipping, whether it's you're paying for, you have free shipping, or if your customer is paying for the shipping, it's still coming out of your of that like transaction, that total amount, which isn't shown on like the eBay seller dashboard. So what I do is, every time I sell something, let's say I sell something for $5, right? So I would do, most of my items that I sell are first class. I sell a lot of media and small electronics. So it would be $2.66 for anything 4 ounces or less for first class, at least at the time of this recording. And now I'm not going to go into shipping and all that. I'm just trying to give you guys an idea of how the fees work. So if I sold it for $5 free shipping, let's just say I sold like a CD or something, okay? So I would do 5 times 0.13. you get 65 cents, subtract that from 5, and so I'm left with $4.35, okay? Now, out of the $4.35, you subtract 0.30 cents, I'm at $4.05 now, and then subtract the $2.66 for shipping, and I'm at $1.39. So that gives you an idea there of the amount of fees and what you need to take into account, because when you're buying stuff out and about, you know, you have to keep that in mind. So if you're spending if I spent more than $1.39, I would be losing money on that item, right? I don't though. I usually pay around 25 to 40 cents per CD. But that's the general idea. So just keep in mind with those that you have to have that it comes kind of more naturally and easier once you get the flow of it. Obviously having a calculator helps, but you can just kind of guess. You could be like, okay, like $2 shipping, $3 shipping, $4 shipping, whatever. Subtract it minus 10%, 30% fee, whatever. You just kind of estimate and see if it's worth it when you're out and about buying stuff. So that's the first part, if eBay is worth it. And a lot of the fees is why I'm making this video, is because a lot of people have an issue with that. For me, it's not really an issue because I'm a college student. I'm 19 years old. I'm a marketing major, and I don't really need as much money as someone else that's trying to hustle and do it full time does. I do hustle, and I put in at least 20 hours a week, at least, if not more. I mean, some days I'll list for 5 hours straight. But again, there have been some other people I see on the Facebook group that they're like, there was this one lady who she was pregnant. She already had 2 kids and third one on the way. And she wanted to go straight to buying pallets in bulk because she couldn't really go to the thrift stores and deal with finding stuff and all that tedious work. But a lot of people were replying to her. They're like, you can't just go straight to the bulk, to the pallet, because that's, first of all, it's very risky. I mean, that's for another video. I haven't even delved into that because I'm in an apartment right now. I don't have the space for that. So there's a lot of different factors. So also, I guess I'll have the title, this is for reselling. Obviously, this is for reselling because this is a reselling type of channel. But so if you're not the type of person if you don't like the fees, and if you don't like going out almost every day and finding items, sourcing items, and just going out the process, you have to basically go out, go to a bunch of thrift stores or go to yard sales, estate sales, Goodwill outlets, whatever is around you, maybe auctions. And you have to do that rather consistently if you want to have a consistent flow of income. So if you don't have a lot of time and you don't like the fees, then this eBay reselling at least, I'm not talking about private label or anything, eBay reselling is probably not for you, because it's time consuming. But don't get me wrong, it depends again on what you want out of it. So if you already have a full-time job and you're fine, you just want a little bit of extra money, that's perfectly fine. You can spend 2 hours a week if you wanted to. Obviously, you're not going to get the same results as me or someone else that's spending 50 hours a week, but you could still do it. And that's the great thing about eBay, is that it has that flexibility, or not just eBay, selling online and e-commerce in general, is you have that flexibility of working from home and creating your own routine, your own schedule. Now, keep in mind, that means you have to stay on top of that. If not, things can get really stressful and messy. But if you're the type of person that you like to keep busy, you're just kind of tired of your job and you really want to try something new, eBay is something you could start. eBay reselling, my bad, I keep saying eBay, is something you could start with relatively low amount of startup capital. You could start off with literally $20. That's what I told my friend. I started off with, I think, $200, $300. And I spent a lot of money on, I have a little label printer here, obviously the bubble wrap supplies and other stuff like that. But once you kind of get past those startup expenses, it pays for itself back. And you don't need to get a label printer and all that. I will be coming out with a video of supplies you need to start reselling on eBay. And if you guys have any other video ideas, comment down below. I have a good amount, but if you guys want me to go into anything in more depth, I will. I don't want to do too many videos that I don't know what I'm talking about, because I'm here. Mainly the point of this channel is for me to share my experiences. I'm going to be doing videos outside, going thrifting and stuff, just because I've watched a lot of YouTubers, and that's how I learned, a couple months ago. And sorry, my computer just went to screensaver mode. And so yeah, that's how I learned from watching YouTube videos. So don't just take my word for it, guys. That's just my opinion. I guess my way of kind of simplifying it, basically it depends on your lifestyle, depends on if you want to change your lifestyle. It just depends on you as a person too and your personality. It's not for everyone. You know, I've had friends that have talked to me and wanted to do it, and then they just never get around to doing it, or just you really have to be kind of that have that go-getter mentality, that hustle mentality. And if you don't have that, then unfortunately it might not work out for you. So that's all I have to say for this video. Again, if you guys have any ideas, any questions, any advice for me, I'm a pretty new seller. I just love making videos. I had a different channel in the past, so I'm like, why don't I just make videos about my experiences and learning and mistakes and everything while I'm starting this new eBay business. So that's the point of this channel. It's not really to like tell you guys what to do and not do. It's just to share my experiences, really. So if you guys like that, subscribe, drop a like. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Good luck. And keep that hustle going. Peace.